Hello warriors. Today I have a bit of a love story with a tragic... I'm going to say a tragic beginning as opposed to a tragic ending because it's not an ending. The ending is not tragic, the ending is going to be beautiful. Bear with me, you'll understand what I'm talking about in a second. Okay, today I'm going to be talking to Natalie. Natalie actually begins with a bit of a love story. She started going out with this guy when she was 11, 11 years old, and they dated for 4 years as a couple when they were at school, first love, and then they split up and went their separate ways. However, in recent years they found each other and got back together, unfortunately, and here's where the tragic part comes into it. So I'm going to introduce you to Natalie. Hi, say hi. Okay, so Natalie, first of all, I want you to just explain to me, what is the tragedy that then happened?
So on the 9th of July, Stuart passed away from diabetes.
I just want to point out, Stuart is Natalie's fiance. Do you want to show if you've got your engagement ring on? Stuart is Natalie's fiance. So this is quite serious. They've been together for, was it 4 years? Am I right in saying that?
Just over 4 years.
4 years the first time, 4 years the second time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right, Natalie, I just want you. Go for it. Come on.
So Stu passed away on the 9th of July from diabetes. He fell into a coma and unfortunately didn't wake up. It's been a whirlwind 8 weeks really. Got an 8-year-old, or nearly 8-year-old son, who was his stepson, who he adored and doted on and was his idol. So we've decided that we want to raise awareness for diabetes and turn it into...
This lady literally lost her fiance 8 weeks ago, and obviously she's had mourning. You know, it must be, I can't even imagine it, but a horrendous thing to be going through. But instead of having this tragedy being the end of their love story, she's going to continue their love story by turning it into a positive to raise awareness for Stuart, keep his memory alive, and talk about the way he died in a way of helping to prevent it for other people, which is amazing. I've got nothing but respect for you. So explain, what we're going to be doing.
Well, when Stuart...
And when I say what we're going to be doing, I mean all of us. You guys need to be getting involved in this too.
Well, when Stuart was here, he was crazy. His glass was, like I said to you earlier, was overflowing. He was an adrenaline junkie and he would do anything for anybody. He really would. He would go the extra mile for anyone. He just wanted to help people. And he had a heart of gold. So I kind of I don't want him to have gone and everyone to just be sort of lost in mourning and it to sort of just be remembered as really tragic. I want everyone to see his face. I want everyone to know what he was about, and I want to continue raising awareness for Diabetes UK. The first thing that me and my son are going to do is the 10-mile Walking the Bridges of London challenge. So we've got that on the 30th. We've already smashed our target on that, so that's great.
The 30th of September?
The 30th of September.
So she's going to be doing it makeup free.
Makeup.
Yeah.
So we've got that on the 30th, and then there's a list of other things that we're going to do.
Yeah.
We've written a list of challenges, one of which is going to be a skydive.
She's terrified of heights, and she's going to do a skydive. And I just want to, I was going to say, I'll clarify that's because that's something that Stuart wanted to do. Stuart wanted to do it to raise money for Diabetes UK, but obviously he can't be here to do it himself, so Natalie is going to do it on his behalf.
Yeah, he'll be there.
Terrifying, I'm sure. Do you know he'll laugh at you?
He will be. He'll find it hilarious.
This is the first time I've ever met Natalie, but we've been talking for about an hour. I feel like I'm in your face.
I know, right?
I'm going to come. You're coming around your house for a cup of tea regularly.
Come around whenever you like. We're always out. No, I'm joking.
I'm going to be putting up. So when Natalie's going to be doing all her sponsored events, I want to be posting what she's doing, as long as she doesn't mind me doing it.
No,
what she's doing it and when. So if you guys want to help out, if you guys want to donate, if you want to share it, make comments, anything, because every penny that goes into this is going to be helping raise awareness. You were telling me some statistics earlier about how many people actually die from diabetes.
500 people a week die of diabetes related illnesses. And it's just something that I think people assume that if you've got diabetes, it will just be controlled with insulin, and you go on and everything's happy and fine and dandy, and it's not. Some people
it can be really life changing.
My
own father has got type 2 diabetes, but he keeps it very well under control, and I'm always checking his fridge, watching him. Tell me about what kind of diabetes that Stuart has.
Stuart had type 1. He had it from the age of 14. His dad also had diabetes, his brother has also got diabetes, and his nan had diabetes as well. I think because he got it so young, it was always more of a burden to him, and back then, I say back then like it was 100 years ago, it wasn't as well managed as it can be now. And he lived life to the full and didn't always take care of himself growing up with it. And unfortunately, it took him way too young. He was 35. And you just don't expect
it's no age, is it?
Your 35-year-old partner to go from something that can be managed. So I think it's really important that we raise awareness of diabetes and how many people are affected by diabetes.
Massively.
And also the families as well, the families of people that have got diabetes. And
it's important. It's funny as you mentioned families, because I'm not diabetic, but as I said, my dad is. And for families to therefore encourage people to look after their health as well, because you don't want to be that person going, oh, go and have a drink, or oh, go and just have one, because diabetes is something that you need to have controlled. You need to look after it. So as you say about the families,
I think
it's
if people have got diabetes and they are open about it with their friends and their family, everyone's got to, I think, do a little bit of research on it really and understand it. I mean, there were many times when Stuart was out in his younger days when he went out clubbing and drank a little bit too much, but ended up unfortunately then being taken into hospital, and his friends had to deal with that. So I think it's really about education and just education and awareness really, and also supporting people that have. I was saying to you earlier about how I had never expected that I would lose my partner at 35 years old, and our whole future, mine and my son's future has now changed forever. And I've not actually spoken to or met anyone of the same sort of age that has also been through it. So I think,
would you welcome that if
absolutely.
if anyone is going through or has been through a similar circumstance, then I will be putting Natalie's handle on all over this, so get in touch, because she's never actually been able to share it with someone who's been through a similar situation.
And I think with diabetes it can take you at any age, and so I think that's something
I know lots of people have lost limbs and things over it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to wrap up there.
Thank you.
Okay, we're probably gonna keep gas bagging until I'm late for work. So lovely speaking with you.
Thank you.
I definitely want to speak to you again in the future, and I will be definitely reminding you guys whenever she's up to something. I'm going to be reminding you. So please donate. We currently have over 6,000 followers. So even if that's £1 per follower, that's over £6,000. Because we want to keep Stuart's memory alive. So with Natalie's full permission, I'm going to be posting a picture of Stuart. Okay?
He'd like that. He loves attention. He'd love the attention.
Well, we'll help him live on. All right. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.